can't see me.
I was wondering where you're going to notice that. Well, it's all good.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. This is fine.
I mean, what are you doing? You move.
I'm not in the picture.
Move it then. Move it.
I can't get close
Hurry
enough
up,
to
move
get in
it.
the picture.
That's all me, baby. All right, sit down. See what it does. See what it... Joel.
Dude, I'm there. It's good.
All right, perfect. So,
That's way better.
dude, yeah, this is it.
That's it. Okay, wait. I'm taking a picture where it's at and how high it is. We do this shit too much.
All right. I think I'm recording. Yeah, I am. I didn't see it.
But I believe you.
You did pretty good, Aaron. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And this is episode 74.
75. I'll give you an answer in just 1 second, you folks, you fine folks.
Our customers, man.
Customers.
Off to another great start. Another lovely.
Do you want the real answer?
Yeah.
We weren't even close.
What are we?
81.
That's
Just
not
kidding.
true.
73.
73. All right. Episode 73.
Episode 73.
So,
Wait. Soup was the last episode, right?
Soup?
Blank room soup and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's 73.
73.
81.
So I just want to go ahead and get this out of the way. I am sorry. It's probably going to annoy the hell out of you, but I kind of went down the whole tic-tac, UFO rabbit hole.
Tic-tac?
Yeah, man.
What is tic-tac?
Tic-tac, the David Fravor, the...
Oh, Dottie Frere? Okay.
Dottie Fur.
That's that guy who sings the song we like.
What?
Thinking About Things? It's Dottie Frere.
No, not him.
Oh, I just didn't think there was two people with that dumb of a name.
It's not a dumb name. It's a cool name. I never knew how to say his name.
So we watched a whole concert of just him in his room. Mm-hmm. It was like an hour long, and he splits between Icelandic and English. And he's perfect in both, but I think it's Icelandic, maybe German. It's written in Icelandic letters, but it doesn't sound, I don't know. He goes, I'm Dottie Frere.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, so Tic Tac.
No, yeah, the whole Tic Tac UFO and everything about the Tic Tac that's like can fly around.
The Tic Tac shaped UFO. Yes,
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'd listened to a whole entire. I'm still not even finished with it with Lex Friedman, and that listen to that dude is like watching paint dry, dude. It's like, oh my god, he's just like, and like I feel like all the questions he's asking is somewhat juvenile, but it's like at the same time, I'm like, what the hell would I ask that guy?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like, did it have any textures?
Who interviewed him? Rogan?
No, Rogan did too, but Lex Friedman did like a 3-hour interview, like one-on-one with him.
With who?
David Fravor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He flew jets in the Navy for years, and he's like the most credible source to actually see a UFO, and it's like documented. There's the videotapes, the government released ones. Yeah. They're his.
Yeah. Okay. Before you finish, can I ask a question? Did you mean he flew planes for the Navy? I don't know much.
Yeah,
the Navy has planes. I thought the Air Force landed on the Navy's aircraft carriers.
So I'm not the most astute to answer this question, but I'm pretty sure the Navy, to fly, that's the Navy.
Okay.
Yeah. So did you know the Marines is a branch of the Navy?
I thought the Marines was just a branch of the military.
It's a branch of, it's in the military, but it's a branch of the of the Navy.
Huh. So it says like Marine Corps, U.S. Navy on their shit?
Marine. You never thought about that? Marine?
No. The name definitely makes sense now that you say that.
Yeah. So they're watched over by the Navy, and the Navy, I don't know. I don't freaking know.
That's weird. I always assumed Air Force was who flew, and that when we landed on the water, we were landing on Navy aircraft carriers.
We have a good friend that was in the Navy.
Yep.
And I have a feeling he's told me about this before. I'm two good friends. My cousin was in the Navy, and I feel like they've explained it to me before, and I just always.
Why don't we give him a call?
Who?
Give old Sea Dog a call.
Let's call it Joe.
Okay, or whoever you want.
Okay, let me. I I can't. You got
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't
got
know
talking about. We're using the camera.
No worries. No
Next
worries.
time.
I think it's better that we don't know.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is with that is, it was really intriguing because like what he's saying, he's like a normal dude, and he's like, I don't like UFOs, or I'm not even into UFOs. Just this is just
Happened to see one.
Yeah, and like we chased it, and he's talking about all these maneuvers and stuff. But the whole entire time, I guess the reason I'm telling you, the whole entire time, I was like, dude, I'm like, man, I feel sick to my stomach that I didn't have, like when I was a kid, that I didn't want to be a freaking fighter jet pilot, dude. Dude, I was like, seriously, imagine like, oh man, I did this all wrong. I was supposed to be flying jets this entire time. Dude, it just sounds like the coolest life. And like Top Gun, you know what he said about Top Gun?
Huh.
The entire thing's true.
Just like
said-
the machismo of it all.
He said the Top Gun, it's he goes, that's exactly what it's like. Actually, he says quite the opposite.
Okay, I'll say that.
He said there's two things that are the
I
same.
just don't believe that for a second.
He said the two things about Top Gun that are there's two things Top Gun that they got right.
Everybody's gay.
The school's called Top Gun, and they fly planes. That's pretty cool. So hey, I don't know if y'all noticed or not.
By
but
the way, that wasn't an anti-gay joke. It was an anti-Top Gun joke.
So I figured it out. No more lags.
No more lags.
And we're not gonna have any YouTube videos today. We're trying to figure that out. But as y'all know, that was a big disaster last week. Not a disaster. I fixed it somewhat.
26 people watched the video before it was fixed.
And now like 3
Caroline was
it.
like, "This is a really good episode." She loves what we do, but she's not the kind to just like sit there and listen to an episode. She has to hear me all day anyway. But
Yeah.
she was watching it and she was laughing. She was involved because we brought her up like 3 times before the audio cut. Then the audio cut out and she was just like, all right, well, fuck this, I guess.
Is that how we keep everybody involved? We just like always make sure we mention like that, like kind of like they do it. Well, that's why. I mean, that has to be how they do the Patreon. If you listen to the last podcast on the left, I don't know if they still have a Patreon.
Where they
or not.
say they're like top members? Everybody does that. I think you kind of have to.
But I mean, I guess it is a good way to captivate your, let you know you're thinking about them. And stuff like
a bunch of the people we watch on YouTube who have Patreons, a lot of the video game cats, will end their videos by showing or verbally thanking their top contributors for that month. And then Fantano is internet's busiest music nerd. His entire end screen is a big yellow screen with all his his top Patreon members' names on it. How do you feel about that, dude?
Who?
Anthony Fantano, internet's busiest music nerd.
I don't even know who that is.
You got to get into it, man. He's got so he reviews music.
Hold on, maybe I do know who he is.
He was the dude who was on TV a minute ago.
The glasses guy.
Yeah, Anthony Fantano.
Yes, I do know who that is.
He has very interesting takes. A lot of times I disagree with him, but a lot of times when he reviews me, I like him because there's those people who review music and they just review what they like or what they know, and they relate everything to that little bubble of shit they know. You know what I mean? So like with movies, if you have somebody who just watches horror movies and then they watch something that is not a horror movie and they try to review it, their reasonings behind all their behind why they feel things is usually off base with other reviewers who review everything because they don't have the knowledge of history of film. And that's just an example. But Fantano knows so much about all music, and he'll bring it up. He'll bring up stuff that he likes about an album, and then he'll relate it to some shit I've never heard of in some genre of music I've never heard of, and talk about the timing and all this shit. It's just very interesting to me.
Do you think you would get along with him if you met him?
Fuck no.
No?
Fuck no. He seems exactly like all the kind of people that I avoid, honestly. He probably is fun to have a drink with, but you don't want to talk to him about music, and what else would you talk to him about?
Do you ever feel like, now that we're talking about it, I have seen him, and like I don't have any qualms with it whatsoever. I mean, and also music reviews or whatever, I think they're just kind of obsolete. I don't think that, it's like you like what you like. It's like I like the new Tool album, and so many people talk shit about it. It's like, I like it.
That's fair.
It's like, who cares what you think?
I think it's
But who cares what we think?
I totally do agree with you that I think not even just music reviews are obsolete. I'm starting to think all kind of reviews are obsolete if they aren't telling you specifically things that are broken or would be impossible to enjoy. Because Fantano just had a big New York Times article about him, about how he's the only music reviewer left who matters because every single thing he does shifts. He can move numbers for a band. He put out the review for Daughters album and he gave it a 10. And literally within that week, that album shot up higher than any other Daughters album had ever been. And they called him and were like, hey, man, we don't even know you, but thanks.
And So I mean, so I'm obviously.
But just
flat
him,
out
though.
wrong.
I don't think it really works that way for anyone
Well,
else.
you know, like when I watch reviews and stuff like that, especially, you know what I mean? It's like who makes somebody and I have watched the reviews you're talking about, and from ones I've watched, it does sound like he's quite
well versed.
Yeah, and he knows how to politely lay something down if it needs to be.
And when he wants to be rude, though, he is, and it's hilarious.
Yeah,
He
okay.
has a scale of 1 to 10, and each one of those numbers can either be light, strong, or just regular. So he can give something a light 6, a 6, or a strong 6. He gave Chance the Rapper's new record a not good.
Well, I feel like he has to have pretty thick skin as a person to be able to like walk the streets and deal with the internet bullying and
He
stuff.
gets fucked with constantly,
I bet,
bro.
I bet. So more power to him. And so maybe like I said, but every time I watch a review, and there are some reviews I take, like the banger reviews, the 4 out of 4 skulls kind of thing. For the most part, I dig
I'll pay
it.
attention to it if it seems like it's like the review is saying that it's like something you either need to pay attention to or need to avoid.
This is what I like to do, and this is something I've thought about too, especially like with the things that we're doing and my whole passion for booze and stuff like that, and like everything else. So I don't ever want to. If I don't like, I'm not going to get a product that I know I'm not going to like and just rip it apart for attention.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But if people are coming to you to get get information before they spend their money.
Yeah. So, but and if somebody is like, hey, or if like say like one like a booze, or like hey, we really like your videos, we want you to review our booze, I probably would try it, and if it wasn't to my liking, I'm like, I think it's best if we just act like this never happened. So I'm not even going to review it because it's going to be detrimental to both of us possibly.
I have a little bit of
So listen, keep that thought.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is I like to give my suggestions. You know what I mean? If I like something or I know it's good or if I know it's a quality product, I want to talk about that. It's not necessarily a review. I just want you to know like the versatility of it and why I think you should use that. Instead of being like, this bottle sucks, don't ever buy it.
You're more of a recommending guy than a review guy.
Yes, that's right.
You take the things you like and you explain why you like them.
And like it's weird because if you know me, it's like kind of might be a little bit. There's probably people that do know me and be like, that's bullshit. I've heard Doug talk so much shit to people's faces.
Right, but you're not putting it online for the world to see and not be able to be deleted forever.
Yeah, and it's not even that. It's just like I just rather that's not really who I am anymore. And like I don't want to carry that weight either of being the one that
puts someone down.
That puts somebody down. And it's like I don't want to do that, anymore. Like I had, and I've been working on that for years and stuff like that. So that has a lot to do with it too. But with that guy, Santino, right? Like I said, I'll watch more of him tonight. Fantano.
I thought you were talking about Santel, Randy. No, I was like, I don't know if that's.
I love Santel, but yeah, I'll watch about it more, dude. You go through his comments and stuff, dude. People freaking beat the shit out of him, dude. It's like all he's doing is just the American dream, man.
Yeah, eating for money.
It's like, dude, how can you not root him on? And so, anyways, I'm sorry. I don't even know where I'm going with this.
No, you're good, man.
I feel like it's like I'm looking within, and I'm like,
deep.
So I mean, maybe like 5 years ago, or maybe a little bit longer, maybe about like 8 years ago, I would probably be like a pretty brutal reviewer. But now it's just like, man, I just don't have it in me.
I did the same thing when I used to review movies. A lot of times I would put, and the thing is I had no connection to anyone. That with the few times where I got recognized for my reviews, it was always by the people who made the movie because I gave it a really good review, and the most I would ever get a Twitter shout out. When I would do bad reviews of things, it was just like, no, it just felt weird because it's going out to ether, it's going out to almost nobody, and you've just shit on something that took probably 2 years to make. It just left a weird taste in my mouth. Caroline,
you had to carry that, yeah. Is this what you're?
Well, this was what I was leading into, but Caroline gets sent a lot of shit, a lot of movies. And they are almost entirely of the extremely low budget horror variety. And we just stopped even accepting the messages for those because they put all this time and effort into sending you this thing.
You don't want to break their hearts.
And then you watch it and it's atrocious. And your only option is to either ignore that person, tell them that it sucks, or do what they asked you to and put it on your Instagram. And we don't lie about the shit we like on there because that'd be pointless.
I mean, if you're putting it out there to be reviewed as well, I mean, I guess you are open. You're opening yourself up to extreme criticisms on either side of the spectrum.
Yeah, it just feels weird. It's not something either one of us.
Would you rather have it was okay or this movie fucking sucks?
Honestly, I'd rather have this movie fucking sucks. It's almost unwatchable.
So people will watch it.
People will watch it. But if you tell somebody, man, it was whatever. I never watch movies that get reviewed as whatever. I just immediately file it away in my, maybe one day I'll click on it on Netflix.
We have
Oh God!
I caught it.
It's cool.
So maybe
It's a piece so bad. Can you carry it?
Are
for
you
two-
serious?
I'm sorry,
dude?
it's 20
Why-
seconds.
Dude, I was even thinking about that
Because
today.
of
I'm like,
this.
why do we pee so
Because
much?
of this. I'll do better next week. I'll bring a diaper.
But I'm just like, I feel like I should wash my hands.
You should. I'll bring you. Oh no, you don't need to because I brought you this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My bad, bro.
It's like dripping all over me. Oh no, dude!
And what time is that on the recording?
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know.
I've got to pull that up on the video.
I bet you do. Jeez, I am like just drenched in hand sanitizer, dude. Oh, I don't even know what to do. I'm just like rubbing it in, like because I have no idea what to do with this. So Joel, oh my God, I am so uncomfortable right now. I feel like it's like ripping the oxygen out of my lungs. Oh my God. So, okay. Well, sanitation complete. Let's see how long Joel washes his hands this time. I know, I mean, you can't hear me. So let's, I'm going to mention our shirts too, but last time Joel came out, he washed his hands way less than 20 seconds. And I think he touched the soap bottle. I don't even think he actually put soap on his hands. Here we go. Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, with your dumbass soap bottle in there. I'll tell you why I didn't wash my hands in there the last 2 weeks I was here while I was using your kitchen. Because that doesn't look like a fucking bottle of soap. It looks like a bottle of cleaner, shampoo, or something.
It's soap.
I had to pick it up and physically read the front. So
My knee is like cold. It's so wet from that damn hand sanitizer, dude. So, me and the customers are wondering, how long do you think you need to wash your hands for?
I mean, they say 20 seconds, but I
be
mean,
real.
longer, probably.
Then why don't you do it longer?
Dude, because I've washed my hands 4 times since I've been here already. I mean, my dick doesn't have coronavirus on it. So I washed my dick off of my hands and I moved on.
I'm just saying, we're trying to set a good example, aren't we?
All right, I'll spend 20 seconds in the bathroom longer next time.
Why don't you hand sanitize yourself?
I'll drink this shit.
Dude.
What song do you sing in your head when you brush, when you wash, when you...
I have a wash your hand mode on my wrist.
What's it give you, 20 on the dot?
20 on the dot.
Purple
A
Rain.
second is a lot longer than you would imagine.
Through the first course of Purple Rain, I'll take you there. But you got to stop right at the
It'll
end.
take you right. It'll take you there.
Because whenever... Well,
It'll take you many places.
Before we got laid off, they put a bunch of signs all over the building about what songs you should sing to make it the 20 seconds. Happy birthday. That song will take you there. It'll take you there, bro.
It'll take you there.
The first verse of Lose Yourself by Eminem, that'll take you there. You know the one. Knees weak, arms are heavy, spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Honest spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. Eat mom spaghetti.
There used to be a video where
Knees heavy.
they just say mom spaghetti over and over again.
That'll take you there.
That'll take you there.
That'll take you there.
That'll take you there.
So Joel walked in wearing this shirt. And then I was like, oh, yeah. And I got a shirt in the mail the other day, and then I opened it up and I put it on. And I'm going to show him because I tucked it in.
Yeah. You can't see it at all. You're going to have to bend down like 4 feet.
Look at that gut.
That's nice.
It's Bret Hart. It's Bret the Hitman Hart. And strangely, I've been going through this weird Hitman Hart thing, apparently, so I get some buzz going. I buy the sickest shirt of them all. So, anyways, this is weird. Because my second favorite wrestler of all time probably is Stone Cold.
Sure.
Well, Ultimate Warrior is like my favorite. The older I get, Ultimate Warrior is my favorite wrestler. He's like in the top 3 for different reasons. Because he was such a freaking maniac.
Yeah.
And he was so ruthless. But like in real life. But anyways, did I ever tell you the story about me going to Royal Rumble in 1997?
Maybe. But tell it again.
So there I was. And there I am. And there I was. So, and then I was a little kid. Imagine little Doug.
Little Doug.
Did you see that picture that's going around of me? that some guy on the internet put up, that some cat we grew up with, pal of mine, I guess. Yeah, he's a pal of mine. And then it's me on my basketball team in the 6th grade.
Yeah, I saw the picture, but I didn't realize you were in it. I didn't realize you were in it.
So it's about that age. And so my best friend's dad took us, me, Mario, Cheeto, and we all went to San Antonio to the Alamo Dome to see. Do you see it?
Yeah. Hold up.
You see who else is in there?
Yeah, but
I just smushed. No, you got to show me. You got to make sure you just put me on there.
but the thing is, I can't zoom in that far.
You can take a screenshot.
You're right. Hold up.
So, anyways, sit back down. Don't worry about it. The customers can wait.
No, they can't.
Dude, we have people that listen to this on podcasts too. They're not seeing what you're doing. So, that's me.
Look at that.
That's me. Look at that. Look at my crotch.
You're like 8 in that
I'm like,
picture.
yeah, I'm like 6th grade.
Look at that dick.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know how to say that.
It's weird that you had a dick.
So,
I could have sworn you had a vagina.
So, dude, you are being really anti gay and ginger.
I love the gays and I love the genders.
The gays.
I got no problem with the gays.
I thought it was gay people. Yeah, whatever. So,
Dude,
anyways,
fuck off.
so yeah, that's rabbit hole. So yeah, if you yeah. One of two?
Two of three.
Two of
No, 3 of 3 plus an iced coffee.
So anyways, so before I was really interrupted by
A picture of your own dick.
Dr. Homophobe over here. It's like, dude, I'm fucking I'm in 6th grade in that picture. So, anyways, you see my full hairline? You see my face? I'm
dude.
like, just
Do you ever? Okay, you used to.
I was always pissed. I've always been mad.
I'm gonna prop your hairline up real quick.
Oh God, here we go.
I mean, dude, whatever. We're pushing 40 at this point. Our hairlines aren't going to be good anymore.
I'm closer to 40 than I've ever been. Yes,
yeah,
that's
you're
true.
closer to 40 than you are to 30. They call
No, I
that
get-
the wrong side of 30.
Who told you that?
I don't know.
I'm all like, huh? I'm like going through that Rolodex of bullshit I've heard. I've never heard that one.
I constantly tell Caroline, you're on the wrong side of 20.
Dude, you ever listen to other podcasts like ours and it's like that dead air or whatever? It's like, yeah. And like we do it all the time, but then we rejuvenate it with the dumbest shit ever. And so anyways, so there I was and there you were.
And there we are.
And there we are. And so we go and I'll never forget. It's the first time I saw a human poop.
Where
outside
was
of a
it?
bathroom.
Where was it?
What?
Royal Rumble. Where
It was in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome.
Oh, nice.
So we went to the Edge, and the Edge was like a movie theater, but you were in movable seats and stuff, and did that. That was cool. We did a roller coaster ride. It was awesome.
Yeah, I did that.
So, and then, cool. When did you do that? When did you go do that?
I don't remember.
Okay. Were you a kid?
Yeah, I was a kid.
Okay, I thought you would be like, I went last week.
Yeah,
Like,
I just rode that
it's
shit. Was
still
crazy.
there. It's like, we're talking about almost
25 years
25 years ago.
Yeah.
How old was that 25 years ago?
10?
You're 12 in the 6th grade, right?
Yes. No, I was 12 in 8th grade.
No, you're not. Or maybe you are.
Yeah.
13. I was 14 going into high school.
Let's see. You go 12 and 13, 8th grade, 13, 14, 9th grade, 14. Nope, that's wrong because you should get your permit freshman year and your license sophomore year. So you're 13 to 14.
Okay,
13 to 14.
Okay, great. And so there I was, and I walked into the Royal Rumble. So my favorite wrestler of all time to this day, and it might be controversial because where I grew up, my favorite wrestler always has been, always will be, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart. And I'm shouting out to all our Canadian listeners out there because apparently everybody listens to our show is Canadian, and so which is great.
Yeah,
and we appreciate our customers from the top hat,
our friendly neighbors up north.
What do you call them? The top hat of America.
Top hat of America, bro. The old Mounties.
So, dude, their chocolate's way better than ours.
Probably.
It is.
Everybody's chocolate's way better than ours.
Dude, if you take a candy bar from Canada and you try it by American candy bar, Leaps and bounds.
Yeah, all chocolate besides American
It'll
chocolate.
get you there.
It'll take you there.
It'll take you there.
It'll get you there.
So, anyways, so best there is, best there was, best there will be. Bret the Hitman Hart, my favorite wrestler of all time, and he comes from like a. Even like when you're a kid in like Bret the Hitman Hart, you learn all about him. You get the magazines, you get the you watch any special feature they absolutely have. Pay-per-views that Cheeto would have. You make sure you're there. They talk about his dad, Stu Hart, in the Lion's Den, and training all these amazing wrestlers and stuff. And anyways, so you just have this connection with this dude, so you root for him. I remember watching they had a fight. Him and his brother-in-law in real life, the British Bulldog, had a match in your house. And it was so amazing. It became an instant classic. It was so good that next Monday Night Raw, the following, they just re-aired it because of the fight. And I watched it, and I had like tears flowing in my eyes, dude, watching him and the British Bulldog going at it because there's blood, and it's like there's this graphic, and they had like the warnings. I'm like, oh my god, Bret's bleeding, and like, or actually, I think Pitbull, the British Bulldog was. But anyways, and I cried. It was an amazing match.
Is that back when they used to air them on USA?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I used to go to Galloway's house every Monday to watch that shit.
So, this is that whole era. And that's like, I think that match is when I really concreted that I was a huge Bret the Hitman Hart fan. And so I remember we went to the merch booth first. And I guess this is like a pro tip for parents. Go to the merch booth first, right?
A mooch birth. Is that Scaramucci when he's born?
Scamatucci?
Scamatucci.
So anyway, I got my Bret the Hitman Hart glasses, and Mario.
Those?
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
And so Mario got a Stone Cold, and Mario loves Stone Cold. I cannot take that away from him. This is when Stone Cold was still a bad guy. Mm-hmm. This is when he really concreted being a bad guy. And Mario just loved him. And I think a lot of Mario just loved him. And I couldn't stand that. So we go there. Royal Rumble happens. Guess who wins?
Stone Cold.
No, Bret the Hitman Hart. But guess what happens?
Could have gone either way.
Stone Cold comes back in under the rope. The ref was knocked out. So what Stone Cold do? Throws Bret over the top rope, and the ref comes too, and he's just like, but Stone Cold's knocked out like 10 opponents back. And so the ref knew, and he's like, the ref's like, oh, and he raises Stone Cold's hand, and Bret's in the back, like, and I'm like, wearing my glasses, and I have tears just pouring down my eyes because Bret got screwed over, and he's like known for being screwed over. And so that happened. Stone Cold wins the Royal Rumble. The real winner was Bret the Hitman Hart. Mario is fucking losing it. And I'm like crying, and I look behind me, and there's this little kid that's holding this freaking, where are the nosebleeds?
Yeah,
this dude has a sign like this big, little kid, handmade sign that says, Bret, loser, fart. I'm wearing my glasses, looking at him, there's tears just rolling down my eyes. Yeah, that was, but then the next match was HBK, Heartbreak Kid versus Sid Vicious. Mm-hmm. Man, saw that Sweet Chin Music in real life in San Antonio, where HBK is from. It was iconic.
I would given anything to be in the house when Kane, or when Undertaker burnt Kane's house down. Killed him. Remember that shit?
Killed him, bro.
Killed him and then raised his ass from the dead for a fight.
Bro, he killed him.
It was fucking craziest story I've ever seen in wrestling still to this day.
Whoa, shit.
I'll never forget that fucking Undertaker storming through Kane's house, burning that motherfucker to the ground, bro.
Or what was that dude's name? Oh, man, it's like when Stone Cold, like, his name, not Raven. He didn't play Raven. I can't remember the damn dude's name. I'll come back to it, but like he pulled the gun on Stone Cold in the house and stuff. I mean, it was staged, obviously, but he's like has a gun. He's like holding his wife hostage, pretty much, is like shooting. It's like, what is going on,
dude? If you go back and watch the Attitude Era videos, some of them are absolutely fucking insane.
That's not even Attitude Era yet.
Is it pre-Attitude Era? Right, like, before
Attitude Area.
Well, because the Kane Undertaker shit was Attitude Era.
Well, the Attitude Era, technically, I would say it was actually stamped. Maybe when Stone Cold was first introduced, maybe.
I feel like DX is where it all started.
I think DX is where it truly started.
Dude, their catchphrase was suck it. I did that to my 5th grade teacher. She said, Joel, you're late. And I went. And she said, you're out of here. I didn't even say suck it. I just did the.
Just do it, dude. Yeah. Like as an adult, and I watch back on that, it's like so cringy. And like I always had this thing. I always feel like wrestlers they would easily be at porn, but their parents are still alive. And
Look at Val Venus.
They love their mom. You know?
Look at Val Venus. The some bitch with head. Hey, ladies. With his fucking towers of dick swinging around. Crazy, bro. Yeah, looking back, I was always really pissed because my parents wouldn't let me get a DX shirt. But it says "suck it" on it. Of course they wouldn't let me get that.
Well, of course not. Hey, talk about... I'm not going to the restroom. I'm going to grab some to show.
Yeah, grab it. Yeah, my favorite, besides the Undertaker burning Kane's house down, I always fucking loved when Stone Cold got ran over. Was easily one of the funniest things I've ever seen on TV. I think they're in the... I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen it. Whatever. It's like 25 years old. But they're in the like backstage area. And Stone Cold's got the like brace on his knee and he's walking all slow. Then all of a sudden, this like sedan flies in and just fucking slams into him. It's so funny.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Hey, I was trying to get my headphones on so it screech. But you know what's crazy about that? His knee was messed up as hell. Both of his knees.
That's how they wrote it in.
But you know that that's how it ended his career.
It's alcoholism.
No. I just almost snotted everywhere you said that. It was a pile driver gone wrong. Owen Hart.
Oh, really?
Pile drived him, and his head was too low, and and essentially broke his fucking neck. Same thing happened to Billy Gunn.
I don't even remember who that is.
Billy Gunn was in the Outlaws.
Cowboy guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember who that is. Man, that's pretty crazy. Well, shit. When did Owen Hart...
I don't even know. Dude,
when did Owen Hart do that? Because he died while Stone Cold was still like at the peak of his fame.
Yeah, he died. He was dressed up as a Blue Meanie when he died.
Yeah.
So I don't know what year it was.
Dude, me and Galloway were at his house doing the internet live updates on it. So it has to be like 97, 98.
Yeah, possibly.
Dang, that just feels like way before. I didn't realize he had gotten hurt and couldn't do anything.
Yeah. So
he has a reality show now.
I know a lot. Yeah, I know a lot about wrestling, even like today, but I don't shit compared to some of these fans, dude. I know where'd you find that?
Right there.
Cool. So my new thing to collect when I go to live events, I always
What's his name? What's his name? Let me try to remember. The Wraith? Is that it?
No.
What is it?
Bray Wyatt, but when he puts his mask on, he becomes the Fiend.
The Fiend. Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right.
That is sick.
It is tight. I got this one.
Oh shit, son!
I'll do this one next.
That's Rey Mysterio?
Yeah. Rey Mysterio, definitely in my top 5. Top 5 of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
That one's sick.
619. Killed somebody doing it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he accidentally broke a dude's neck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know. Throw the other one on.
Top 10, easily.
Yes.
You know what this is?
No, man.
The Crow.
I was just about to say, is it the Crow?
No,
it's Sting. I know. There's a picture. I've said his name 3 times now, but there's a picture of me and Galloway for Halloween. Fuck out of here with that
This is the only thing. If y'all remember the iconic the infamous Halloween story about us buying all that junk, this is the only thing we walked away with.
No, I have a painting of the Crypt Keeper at my house that you bought. Jesus Christ. There's a picture of me and Galloway at Halloween 98, 99, and we both wanted to be Sting, but we couldn't.
There's different eras of Sting.
Right. So there's a picture of me and him, and we both look so stupid. And I'm wearing an Austin 316 shirt, and he's wearing a wrestling shirt, and I have the white face, and he has the red face, and we look so fucking stupid. I would love to find that picture, dude. It's hilarious.
There's a picture that my mom pulled out one time, and my sister was a pirate or something, and I was Vega from Street Fighter 2, and I looked great.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I was so good with poster board when I was a kid. I should start getting back into that.
Yeah, get back into poster board.
Poster board's great.
Doug the poster board man.
Dude, so I did a whole entire play, and I made all the props out of like cardboard and poster board. Now I'm actually really creative with that stuff. I can't draw worth a damn, but I can definitely
cut some cardboard up.
Freaking like a rejected Edward Scissorhands.
I'm terrible with scissors. Just keeping it real, bro. Keep it 1,000.
I'm terrible with scissors. Hey, what about that? What about the inbred family I sent you that video of?
We watched it here.
Did you watch it?
We watched it here last week.
That's something. Okay, that's something that we need. That's the kind of stuff we need to introduce to our customers to.
Yeah, totally.
For sure. We're trying to figure out this. What are we trying to figure out?
How to play videos without it cutting off the audio.
Yeah, without cutting off the audio, and also
without showing ads and actually logging into our.
So
YouTube.
if anybody knows OBS and y'all can like send me a DM, I would totally appreciate that. Like, or even just like, yeah, I don't just some links. DM some links.
And also, while you're DMing stuff, if anybody knows somebody who can help with my posture, in these videos, I look like a folded C.
Oh, I know, dude. You should straighten your back out.
There's no.
Did you almost throw up?
No, I'm just like, this is. Fuck!
I don't know why I did that.
Anyway.
So there's something that we've already addressed. But now that we're like, I feel like we're becoming consistent with making videos, and I feel like we're figuring out a little bit better as every time that passes. A lot of people don't watch it or don't even know we have a YouTube channel right now.
Right.
So what is it? What is a YouTube channel?
I didn't see it, but I believe you.
I think I didn't see it. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to look it up.
I can give him the answer.
But we can put that link on the Instagram or something, right? So yeah.
Certainly.
So anyways,
I'll be honest. I was sort of waiting until we got the kinks rolled out of it. To start advertising.
I don't know.
But if you want to, we can.
No, it's whatever. It's not that good. I mean, it's just you can actually watch us talking.
Somehow people did find it though.
Yeah.
Like without us saying shit, we got 26, 30 views on that one before the day was over.
That's true.
Okay, it is. I didn't see it, but I believe it. Because I fucked up when I fucking made it.
You named it. I didn't see it, but I believe it.
Yeah, because remember where I was standing next to you. I was trying to do it all fast so we would have it done.
I feel like there's like some weird stab at me.
No, I just wasn't thinking. Remember, I made the email address that too.
The email just makes sense.
We can't change that.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to delete it and start over.
You can change it.
No, you can't.
Want to bet?
Nah, I don't. I have no clue. You probably can't.
Say, why couldn't you?
You probably can.
What if I put like made my channel Doug Blank and I actually put Bug Blank?
You'd be Bug.
Can't change it.
You're Bug.
You're Bug Blank now.
Bug Blank.
It's like I can't change my name to
Bug
Doug.
Blank. PlayStation has this thing where for years you couldn't change your username. So once you made it, you couldn't change it.
Yeah, and they didn't they make a big deal about that when you could finally
you can change it now. You can change it one time, but there's a risk that you lose all your saved data ever.
I thought that was a PS4 issue.
It's just PlayStation in general. It's because your username's tied to all of it. I got lucky. Mine is stupid. I hate my username, but at least it's not bad or dumb. I didn't make mine because I inherited a PlayStation.
I'm not asking you to say your username, but is a username something like you keep to yourself?
No, because it shows up in every game you play. So if I'm playing online, I see like Biscuit Eater 420 killed me, and they can see who I was that they killed.
No, are you Biscuit Eater 24?
No, I got my dad's PlayStation.
No,
so it's
no. What I'm saying is like, is it like a strange doc to somebody who's like Joel's Biscuit Eater 24 on the
somebody
internet?
knew who I was?
Yeah.
No, I mean, because anyone who's added to my friends list can see my full name. So if I trust you enough to add you to play games with me, you're going to know who I am. I don't add people. We've had to block everything on the Switch and PC because of how many people just add Caroline all day now. They'll go back and, dude, it doesn't matter. A video she posted 2 months ago, all those videos still get views.
Yeah.
You know, so every time someone new watches it that wants to try to get involved with this girl they saw playing games, they fucking add her immediately, and she'll be getting requests the whole time she's streaming, and people are like, come play. You trying to play? You trying to play?
What is she still just strictly playing Animal Crossing?
Oh, no, dude. She plays a huge variety of games. She barely plays Animal. She's doing a thing called a Dreamy Hunt right now, which is when you pick a villager and then you go to as many different islands as it takes until you find it. That's what she started her channel with, and it took her 927 different islands before she found what she was looking for. So she took a huge break from them and has been playing a bunch of horror games for the Halloween time period. But she's really kind of...
Oh, she was playing PT, wasn't she?
No, she's playing something called Phasmophobia.
Oh, okay.
And she plays Among Us, and she plays Fall Guys, and she plays AC, and...
Hey,
but she just inherited a PS4 though, so she's about to be playing a lot more, including PT.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you think a lot of people are going to end up saving their PlayStation 4s because of PT?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, there's a. You want to give them a quick synopsis?
Sure. Konami was doing a
Is it Konami or Konami?
Konami. Konami was doing a reboot of Silent Hill with the creator of Metal Gear Solid, Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, the actor or the director and writer, and Junji Ito, the writer. And they released a a playable demo of what. It's hard to explain, but it wasn't a demo of what the actual game would have been. It was what was called a playable teaser, or PT. And it was essentially a demo of what kind of game you could expect from those three people working together. And the end of the teaser revealed that it was Silent Hills. Everybody was massively excited because it's I gotta be frankly, it's the scariest shit I've ever played. It's easily one of the scariest things I've ever seen, and I don't really get scared by media or movies, and I definitely had never been scared or uneasy by a game, but PT is the most like bone-chilling thing the first time you play it, especially if you play it with headphones, and if you're alone, like good luck.
I couldn't even be in the room with you when you played it. It scared me.
Massively scary, but
I had no idea Junji Ito had anything to do with that.
Yeah, he did all the him and Guillermo del Toro did all the creature design.
Wow.
And there's actually, I'll show you before I leave. There is a video.
Let's be clear. You're not going to show me.
No,
we hit stop.
I'm going to show
like,
you. You want to see
you
this.
later. Don't get stuck in traffic. And it's like
it's going to be 5:30 by the time I leave. Anyway. It's no point. I'm going to show you when we're done. But there was a industry. So people in the industry had known that was coming, that they were doing a Silent Hills reboot. So there was a Junji Ito concept video that came out. That got leaked. So you can look and see what his actual Silent Hills designs were going to be.
Yeah.
And they're fucking insane.
Yeah.
He's a master of uncomfortable designs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. I banged out Uzumaki. I started Frankenstein for the for the Halloween season, but I put it down.
Yeah.
He has some other cool stuff that I'm going to.
Shiver is really good.
I'm looking at it right there. So.
Sorry, I just want to wrap up the Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, Konami ended up canceling the game. Everybody was really upset about it, but then on top of that, they yanked the demo from the store. So the only way you could play PT is if you already had it downloaded on your PlayStation, whatever, 5 years ago. They had said that you were going to be able to transfer it to your PS5, but then they came right out and were like, never mind, you can't do that. So yes, people are still saving their PlayStation 4s specifically for PT. That's why we still have ours. I mean, she wants it for streaming, but if she didn't, I'd sell it. But there were at one point a ton of them on eBay for way too much money.
That's so wild.
It's just the best horror game ever made.
Yeah, and it's not even.
It will likely disappear within 2 years.
Come on, let's get some ASMR.
Cough drop.
This is the ASMR corner. I hope everybody's doing fine out there. Maybe that's what should be our thing.
Welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, but I believe you. Believe you.
I hope you like it.
I hope you like titty water. What if that's what they called milk? Hey, can you run to the store? I need some Ortega seasoning, a couple of bacons, and some titty water.
Titty water.
Let me get some of that unleaded titty water. Unleaded? I mean 2%. Let me get some of that unleaded. It's that premium.
That's like when you meet like a freaking redneck from back home. Like, let me get a Budweiser.
Unleaded. Hey, you guys got Bud Ice?
Yes. Budweiser unleaded. Bud Light?
I knew a dude who only drank.
Or they call it like Bud Leaded. Or they call Budweiser leaded.
I knew a dude who only drank Keystone Ice. The black can. Where the fuck do you even find that?
No, good question. You go to your local gas station and you get in the a section, or you can go where the ice bins. They have them there, Joel.
Growing up, that was just like Keystone Light was the thing everybody used for like piss water.
So this is a good segue into the PlayStation 5.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I got one of those.
How'd you not see me freaking talking about softballs and knocking them out into the nut park or whatever you were saying the other day?
You were right, dude. My bad. Yeah, so I got a PlayStation 5. It is awesome. There's so many things about it that have been covered to death. But I'll just say that for me,
No, let's talk about your experience. Yeah.
the craziest shit to me is the controller. It's absolutely insane.
Did you like look up at it real close and you see all those X's, triangles?
It's not even just on the controller. It's on the entire PlayStation.
Cool.
It's fucking nuts. And
Dude,
it's
why am I
not
so squeechy
I don't know.
today?
But it's not. The crazy thing is the pictures that show it make it seem like you can see it with the naked eye. You can't. I'm talking like as small as it could possibly be. It took me turning my flashlight on my phone, putting it directly up to Caroline's face,
Can
and
you feel
shining
it?
it at an angle. It doesn't feel like those. It just feels like a grip.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very interesting design. So I'll get this out of the way first. I am not a huge fan of how it looks. It is way too big. That being said,
I've read and watched so many videos about why it's so big.
Oh, I know. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, and I'll say it's whisper quiet, and it is there. It hasn't been getting hot, and you can't hear a fucking thing. It's dead silent.
It's so funny how people always talk about those memes from the PS4. It's like a
jet engine.
747
Bro,
with two PS4s.
when you run, I'm trying to think. When I was running Ghost of Tsushima, my shit in the load up menu would go.
I switched over to make sure you didn't cut it out because I knew that was coming.
So yeah, it is way too big, and it's shaped like a giant router. So I'm not a huge fan of the design, but I don't hate it.
I think it's cool.
Some people hate it. I don't hate it. I just wish it was a little more in line with what their other systems.
The Xbox Series X looks
It's a
like
refrigerator.
Looks like that refrigerator ad that came out was fucking awesome.
Dude, we'll talk about ads about video game stuff because there's a good one.
So,
right now.
okay, so is there any launch games for the PS5?
Yeah, there's a ton of them. I think I counted 13 on the
Wow.
store, which I had no idea because they're only really advertising 3.
Because Xbox doesn't have any launch games.
Which is a bummer. But I mean, here's the thing. Xbox has Game Pass.
Yeah.
Y'all have access to every game basically for what, $18 a month? So it's like, I don't feel too bad for y'all. Y'all can play all this shit with 4K and 1440 to
Dude, Doom Eternal is going to be like it's already a brand new game because I got a new TV. It's going to be even more of a brand new game when I freaking realize that.
Or when you're running it at a frame rate that's better. Because you're running you're running it at a locked 30 frames per second right now. So that's actually what I wanted to get into.
But like, what about games like that? Like when they developed those games, this is going to be easy for you to answer, I'd imagine. Like when they developed Doom Eternal, they're like, all right, the console's going to come out the same year we're releasing this. Do they have to have 2 different developments?
Dude, they have to do that no matter what because games come out on PC. And PC games are, I mean, the ability that these games have are miles ahead of console games. Miles ahead. Dude, even that 3080 thing that just came out for the PCs, it's the RTX 3080. That fucking thing makes your PC like 5 times more powerful than the new consoles.
So when they release consoles, they release new PC stuff up by the side?
PC stuff just comes out piecemeal throughout. Dude, PC stuff almost never stops coming out. You want to talk about always being a little bit behind the curve? You have to have disposable income to keep up with PC gaming. Dude, we just got Caroline's computer less than 6 months ago. And I already know we need to upgrade the graphics card for a couple things.
Okay, go ahead.
But
proceed.
But so I was really, really excited about the PlayStation 5 and just next gen in general because I got the 4K TV, but I have no way to do any true 4K. I didn't have a 4K Blu-ray player. When you watch stuff in 4K on your TV streaming, it's not true 4K because it's streaming it. So I've never seen true 4K on my TV before.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
It'll get you there.
I know nothing about, I know the basics, but I'm not very well versed on all the different numbers and things that you need to set to make stuff run perfectly, right? I always have to look up like what settings do I need or this and that. The PS5 and I'm assuming the Series X, when you open up a game, you go into options and you'll see options that you've never really had in console gaming before, which are all about your HDR or your frames per second. And the way it's framed on all the PS5 games so far has been fidelity mode and performance mode. In performance mode, the games run...
Are we talking about the 5 or the 4?
Yeah, I'm talking about the 5.
Yeah.
In performance mode, the games run in either 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second.
And you need 4K to do 120?
I'm not sure about that. But 4K runs while you do that.
Okay.
Or you can turn it on cinematic mode, which is like visual mode.
That's
and
like
you get
30 frames.
It's 30 frames, but you get ray tracing, full native 4K, and the lighting effects and all that stuff. I was almost certain, because I've been playing 30 frames a second my entire adult life.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. So I was certain I was going to choose the cinematic mode and do 30 frames, but have it just be gorgeous. Bro, I'll never game ever again under 60 frames a second. That shit will change your life, bro. I don't think I'll play any game that I own until they all have 60 frames a second in there now. It's a whole different ball game. I was playing Spider-Man. Miles Morales. You are fucking moving, bro. You are moving. And I switched it to the 30 frames per second, and I honestly couldn't tell that big of a difference with the visuals because these consoles are powerful, man. The visuals look fucking banging without it on.
That's awesome.
So I'm flying through the streets, 60 frames a second. You can see everything perfectly. It's it's so fucking dope.
So was Miles Morales released for PlayStation 4 as well?
Yep.
But it's ideally you want to get it with the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And but the real big thing, the thing that I touched on at first, the controller is mind blowing. So it's called a DualSense, and they have these things called adaptive triggers, and that's the first cool thing. So imagine when you're pulling a trigger on a gun, and you get like 3/4 of the way back, and all of a sudden it catches because you have to really give it that squeeze to pull a trigger. That's what the triggers do now. On Call of Duty, every gun feels differently when you shoot it. They have different recoil. They have different amounts you have to push the triggers down, different feelings. So there's this game that came with the PS5 called Astro's Playroom.
Oh, a little bouncing thing?
Yeah, it's basically our Mario. And they have a VR game that I've had for a couple of years. It's fantastic. Probably one of the best VR games I've ever played. So I was pretty excited that was included on the system.
Is VR even, it's already a part of it?
Yeah. Okay. You have to use your PSVR, but they sent out adapters to all of us that had it for free.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, there's this game that comes packed in with the PS5, Astro's Playroom, and it's to get you familiar with the controller.
Yeah.
So, dude, we're talking about...
But it's more than just a tutorial.
It's a game, and it's fucking awesome. But this controller does things that you've never felt before. So beyond just the triggers, which is crazy, and I don't mean like it just gives you some pull. I mean, it feels like you're shooting something for real. And when you do a bow and arrow, it feels like you're drawing an arrow back. It's the feeling, I can't even really explain it.
Have you ever shot an arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I believe you.
So like, it does all these things. It puts blocks in your controller at one point on the screen, and you can feel all the blocks in your controller. You can feel cubes in your controller rolling around. At one point, all the little Astrobots jump in your controller, and you can hear them in there talking. You can shake them and feel them. They fly to one side of it and hit one side of your controller. It gets heavier. Come on. No, I'm not lying, dude. When it's windy, you can feel the wind in your controller. It pushes your hands and shit. It's fucking nuts. There's a fan. There's a fan on the wall. You got to go up to it and blow on your controller. The fucking thing's going on the wall.
I'm not into that though. I don't want to fucking be playing a fucking Call of
they won't be putting that into Call of Duty. But for kids games like Astrobot, where it's something fun and unique, and they're just showing off what you can do, that's one of the things you can do.
Noted.
And
Xbox is nowhere near that.
No, I think y'all have adaptive rumble in the new controllers, but that's what Switch has. So an adaptive rumble is way better than the rumble we've all had.
So I mean, we don't have the trigger sensation.
I don't know.
Dude, that actually sounds almost worth getting an Xbox or PlayStation.
That's honestly, I think, going to be the big selling point for the PS5. I've never felt anything like it.
What about for competitive gaming though? Don't you think that might take its toll for competitive gamers?
I mean, honestly, no. It's because think about it. We have competitive gamers who play with a gyro, a mouse, a controller, a keyboard. Yeah, that's 4 different kinds of playing there.
Well, you're right. I guess competitive gamers don't really use. Like Mortal Kombat.
And again, though, it's up to the developer.
Fighting games use controllers, but I don't know if anybody else does.
So far, all the menus have the option to turn off adaptive triggers, so you can turn it off if you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, and I'd imagine they would do so.
I will say that so far I've heard nothing but how amazing it is on Call of Duty. So I'm not so sure that people aren't going to use it.
But if you have a delay, like pulling the trigger, unless it's already timed, no matter what it's going to take to discharge a round the same amount of time with or without the trigger. It's going to
take the same amount of time.
Then might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, it's right? Dude, you're thinking of it as more of like something you have to actively engage with. It's a very passive thing. It just happens.
Yeah. All right. I feel you. I don't know what. Yeah. Saying that out loud, I realized how dumb it was. And you know what else that makes me? Have you know about the Fermi paradox, whatever, about the great filters or whatever, and like if we found other life forms out there, it's really bad news for us because of these filters that could potentially happen.
No.
If we found other life forms, means we haven't been through the first filter yet, and if there isn't any, we might potentially be the lucky ones that got past the first filter, but there's another filter.
Is the theory that there can only ever be one intelligent life form in a certain place at a certain time?
Maybe, or it has to do with the expansions of the universe or
I've
whatever.
heard a similar theory that states that the reason we haven't been engaged by any intelligent life
expanding universe
is that intelligent life, if it's that much more intelligent than us, likely wants nothing to do with us.
Yeah, except just watch us from afar.
Study from afar.
So like, which is fine. But if you watch this, maybe I'll show you something about this too. But every time I think about it, these are brilliant men. These are men that know way more than you and I will ever know.
Like Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah. But dude, when I listen to them talk, I can't help it when I'm like, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, this is dumb. Like, why would you, this is crazy that this is the thought that's coming to my mind. But I listen to it talking like, why would you spend a lifetime on this?
Oh, I feel you, bro. Why would you, dude? Think about like, and there's an answer, right? Because if they're the one who solves that for sure, that you're the most famous person of all time.
But it doesn't even mean anything because it's going to take billions of years to find out if you're right or wrong.
Guarantee you, if you can prove that there's intelligent life, you can prove it right now that there's intelligent life out here. You'll be in the history books.
That's fine, but like at the same time, it's just like it's
maybe they truly have the heart to want to do it for the future.
The theory is that there is intelligent life out there. That means that we haven't gone through the great filter yet, and our existence is about to come to an end.
Well, which it probably is.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like what
the planet itself is expunging us.
It's like, why can't you think about renewable energy instead?
Because, bro, they don't like that. They like the sound of money, dog.
What? How is that the sound of money?
Because they're only focused on the energy sources that we have now. That's the way they think they get, dude. Gas.
No, I'm talking about
oil.
I'm not talking about the people that actually push the buttons.
You mean aliens?
No, I'm talking about these goofball, these dorky physicians.
Right, you're wondering why they don't focus.
Yeah, these fucking scientists that are like world renowned and stuff like that. And it's like, what do they do? Like, they're just professors. They're not.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying, why don't they focus their attention on something more
That's
important?
what I'm saying. It sounds so dumb. Like, yeah, we're like, well, that in theory, if there is intelligent life out there, it's bad for us because that means we haven't gone through the great. It's like, what about solar panels? And how do you make those better?
Hey, what about flying cars?
Hey, how about I'm tired of, do we really have to still be paying utilities or can you help us out?
Hey, what about cancer? You think we could knock that out?
Exactly. It's like, what about, dude, and people think dude, you know how many times I've brought this up in conversation and people, and like, even like the most liberal minded of people are like, kind of just like come to a standstill. I'm like, we can literally watch a video in the palm of our hands in the middle of nowhere, or while you're taking a poop, fucking text your girlfriend, or you and I can talk on 2 microphones and put it on the internet
for the whole world.
But we can't. But we can't solve a virus.
We can't solve anything.
It's like, dude, it's like people are like, well, it's 2 totally different things. I'm like, is it?
Is it though?
It's like, why? It's like Bill Gates is like his whole, like the whole virus thing or whatever. It's like, well, why do we have this virus right now?
Well,
why it just feels so like sickening that it's like, we really don't need the phones and this and stuff like that. It's like,
there's an answer to that question.
Go for it.
There's an actual factual answer to that question. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I want to talk about this, but there is a fucking reason that this is so out of control right now. And it's because we had a plan and we had a team and it was entirely disbanded and ignored by our current administration.
Yeah. Well, I knew that too.
Dude, Bill Gates, Obama, Biden, everyone that was a part of that fucking time period came out and straight up said, we have a serious fucking problem with pandemics and we likely will be absolutely fucked by one.
That was like, and they did that like 4 years ago. Yes. That's like to the very beginning, right? And I remember everybody's just like, what? They're like, yeah, we don't need this.
Dude, the second Trump got into office, he disbanded so many things that were helpful to us to spite Obama.
Yeah.
Don't ever believe it was for anything else besides that. He was trying to spite Obama, and but that's besides the point. But that's the thing. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Had we let these people do their fucking job,
it's all about, we had the best economy we've ever had. And it's like, my business got shut down because of the government, not because people weren't buying drinks in my bar, because the government made me stop fucking working.
Also, when they say right now that we have a great economy or that the economy is getting built up, what they mean is that the stock market's doing better. And because that means, and when someone says that, you can guarantee they don't understand how the economy works. The stock market has little to no bearing on the money in your pocket.
Or like when people talk about the oil field back home and everything, like I said, I do feel there are like, actually the grunts are the ones that the ones that make the least money are the ones that are most affected.
Sure.
Because he can't fucking work.
Right.
But at the same, when there's no oil jobs, you know what I mean? But like, they're like, you know how much the oil field has brought to the Cuero economy? I'm like, it's made a few extremely rich, and those few rich people now hold it all to themselves. They do not put it into the community. They don't buy flowers. They don't come to bars. Every fucking overnight millionaire, almost every single one,
bought land and bounced.
It's like, who are y'all?
Dude,
like, I grew up born and raised in this, and we never even seen your face before. And they don't spend money in the community whatsoever.
Look what got added to Cuero. The things that got added to Cuero after I moved during the oil boom. Lots of hotels for no fucking reason because there's not enough people there to fucking stay in them anymore. A couple of fucking new fast food places, which is cool for the people who live there, but really, I mean, whatever. And very expensive restaurants that have no business being in that town.
There was one.
Oh, I thought there was 3. The one at the end of town where Rosie's used to be. Okay, well, at one point there was 3 extremely expensive restaurants in Cuero.
Well, you're thinking of one, and that one's not. I mean, I can't speak for that place, but it's not booming like it used to be. And then, like, it's like
exactly because those weren't things for the people.
And also that was built by an oil guy.
Yeah, for the people in the oil field,
for the people because they had nowhere to go.
Exactly. It's so fucking.
It's like they didn't do it for, and like it's like you go into a flower shop and be like, oh man, you must have been pretty. You always hear people that aren't from that area that come back, oh man, y'all must be doing pretty good with this whole. And we're like small town folk, we're townies. We're like, no.
Yeah, no. You think
they're buying
some?
Flowers from us? No.
Yeah, no. They 1-800 flowers, bro.
Or they hold on, not necessarily that, but like they're just not buying flowers anywhere.
Fuck flowers.
So it's like, yeah, hey.
No, not me, them.
Dude, speaking of flowers, and segue, there's a new show on HBO Max called Full Bloom. It's a floral competition.
I know what it is.
Dude,
it's fucking awesome.
There is a character.
It's so weird that you brought that up.
There's a contestant on there. Amanda and I watched last night. Dude, one of the nicest guys I ever freaking met in my life. And he's always been very nice to me, always cool with me. Ace Barry. I don't know if you know that name. He was like from the Old Worm Suicide days, like when I was like a kid. And so, dude, he was always the nicest guy. And he's like, dude, he's like big guy, bald. He's like, you would never want to mess with this dude.
Sure.
And I'll never forget him leaving to move to Houston. And he's like, I'm going to get into flowers, stuff like that. And me and he was always really nice to me. We were never like close friends or anything, but but I've always liked him because he's always nice to me. You know me, a guy like me, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
And so like, anyway, so every time I was heard about him, it's like there's this like crazy, like he was like infamous around Victoria. Like everybody has a story about him. You know what I mean? It's always most of them are pretty good stories.
Yeah.
And so just kind of like us, but like, anyways, he is a contestant on that show. He moved there and he's like, he got into flowers and stuff, and like he's like, I'm a flower, and like does flowers. He's like, I want to be like, and he's like, I want to take flowers to another level and stuff like that. Anyways, he's a contestant.
What?
You just burped fucking Red Bull again.
Once.
Yes, you did. Why do I taste nasty ass Red Bull in my mouth right now?
I didn't burp, bud.
So anyways, he's on that show, and he's the last person you would ever think to be on that show when you see him. But then you watch his work. It's like absolutely stunning, and it's like wonderful. And he like, my girlfriend is like really good friends with him, and she is like just like so excited for him.
Yeah, dude.
And I am too, but like, and so like, it's like, anyways, so y'all should check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On HBO Max, in Full Bloom, and root for Ace, man. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like hometown hero kind of vibe.
Idea.
Dude, so cool.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Another one of our friends who was on a reality show for cooking.
James Nelson.
Yeah, he, I mean, they're blowing up.
Well, he used to let us when we were doing the hot sauce. Yeah, Bravado, like we're doing that.
Their hot sauce got product placement in the new State Farm commercial. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy. Like they're huge now. It's crazy. He was on that show with Tillman
Master Chef. No, but he's on another show too to invest into Bravado. Tillman Fertitta, who owns all that stuff at Galveston and stuff, and like he invested a lot of money into him. That's like good for them, dude. Badass. It's fucking awesome.
You don't remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. Fertita. We already talked about all this. That's just my mind's like just like fucking running with that now. I'm like, yeah, it's so cool. Like you're proud of him.
Fuck,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
I'm proud of any of my buddies who succeeded.
Yeah,
anything.
dude, and it's like good
I'm
for
jealous,
them. And it's like,
but I'm proud.
yeah, I've never been more jealous in my
I be
life.
coveting a lot, dog.
So, but so live your dreams.
Live your dreams, buds. Customers.
It'll get you there. It'll take you there.
Oh, it will take you there. Sorry, I had to pop my back, but instead my stomach stretched. Stomach.
Your stubby tummy. Dude.
What, bud? I wish you would.
Dude, if
I
you
wish you would. I'll
blow
jump across
in
this
my
table
face-
and fuck you up.
Dude, I'm going to beat your ass into fucking jelly.
You're crazy.
Dude, you're like blowing junk out of your mouth into my face. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, Joel. Dude. Don't. Stop vaping in here, dude.
What do you mean? I can't be on the show if I can't do that. I'll have to fucking quit.
It stains the
my
walls. Dude, like I look at like when you sent me that thing with like the textured ceilings.
Oh, dude.
If your ceilings and walls look like this.
I was dying at that one, bro. I know. You got the exact same. It's crazy.
Cool. Well,
That's about it, right?
I think that's good for this for right now. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And please follow us on all the things.
Instagram, you can find us at I Didn't See It But. On YouTube, you can find us at I Didn't See It But I Believe It. On Spotify, Google Play for now, Apple, iTunes, Stitcher. You can find us everywhere. So suck it. See you next week.
Later.